Cheers to my 38k subscribers. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emmanuel and I am a product designer. If this is your first time on this space, welcome. I really do love you. And if this is not your first time on this space, welcome back. I really love you and I do appreciate everything that you're doing for me. Thank you so much. Alright, so today I will be doing something a little bit different. I may not be discussing about design or basically giving a design tip today, but I want to share my story on how I got fired after 3 days and it led to me transitioning into UI UX design. Alright, so let's get started. So after my 1 year youth service, I went into customer service at Jumia, and after that I got a job at this company. Alright, so I went for the interview for this company. I went through like 3 interview stages. So I went through the first test, I went through an interview, then I went through an interview with the MD, the managing director, and I got the job offer. Alright, so I got the job offer for this job. So this job, basically the job description was for me to be a technical support. So my job was to, so when this company, they do sell gadgets like CCTV gadget, they do sell workstations, they do sell laptops and everything. So my work was basically once a customer calls to ask for like an inquiry on like a CCTV, to give the customer like help the customer to make a purchase on that item, just basically answer this customer's questions on the technical things on the instrument or whatever they are going to purchase. Alright, so I went through interviews and it was somewhat clear that I was not that sound on the work, but I was really promising. Like I was really promising that I could really deliver on the job. Alright, so after the interviews I got the job offer and I started the job. Alright, so the first day I came, so the first week was an onboarding week, so we were basically to be onboarded on our job description and basically how the company works. So the first week I came on Monday, we went to work, I started making friends, and at that first week, as that first day said, I went to LinkedIn, I changed my LinkedIn bio, I went to Instagram, changed my bio. I was so excited I got a new job. I told my friends that I got a new job in Lagos to be precise, and we are going to be going out for lunch, for dinner, we'll be having parties, we'll be hanging out, bills on me. Like I was really excited. I was that excited about this job. And then I went to work the next day on Tuesday and everything was still fine, everything was still chilled. And I went to work on the 3rd day, on Wednesday, and basically it was still onboarding process. So what I did was that from Tuesday I knew that I may not really be that sound with some technologies, as some technologies may be new to me. So I decided to start researching. So I started my research on possible tech things like CCTV, what's the latest CCTV, what's the latest laptop, different things in general. So I was doing my research, and then after work I was about to go home really happy, told my work colleagues good night, see you tomorrow and everything, like you know now. So as I was going downstairs, I got a call from the HR manager, and the HR manager told me to come to the conference room. Alright, so and I came to the conference room immediately. Like I think my senses are sensing that okay, see, something is really wrong, like something is wrong somewhere. And when I got to the conference room, the HR manager now came in and she told me that she really does not have good news for me. They would like to let me go. I think in her plain sense she was like they are letting me go, that my services are no longer needed. Yes, that's what she said. So my services are no longer needed. And then she gave me a letter to sign, and I was just like, God, what's happening? Like, what's this? Like, this is like my 3rd day on this work. I haven't even like answered any customer yet, so it wasn't like, oh, I did something wrong over the phone call. So I was like, where did I miss it? Like, what did I do? What really did I do? And she was like, oh, my services are no longer needed. I should sign the letter of my rejection, or I should sign the letter and give them back. At that moment, I think I wanted to start crying, but I was trying to like maintain beauty. So like take my laptop back to the IT office. So I went to the to the place I already told my colleagues like good night, bye bye, I'll see you tomorrow. So I was trying to like making so much poise. So I went to the office, took my laptop, and they were like asking me, "Oh, you've not gone?" I was like, "You know what? No, I'm not gonna. I came to drop my laptop." And then I took my laptop, my workstation to the IT office, and then I came downstairs and I was going home. I did not want to cry because like it was in Lagos and everybody is everybody. Like I didn't want to start shedding any tears, so I was just very poised. So I was just thinking, my mind was just going everywhere. Like, what really happened? What did I do? What did I not do? What was wrong? Was it the clothes I was wearing? Was I not dressing properly? Was I not being official? Was I not talking to people? Or didn't I agree with the MD? So everything was just coming through my head at that moment. So when I got into the one Moluwe bus, so I decided to go to the back seat. And as I was in the back seat, I was just sitting there, and then I think all the thoughts just came to my head at once. And inside the car, I was just like, and I was just like sobbing inside the Moluwe bus. I think the people by my side, they were like, "Kilo Sele, but why are you mad at me?" Pardon my Yoruba, I'm not Yoruba at all, but I just decided to like give that a try. And then it was just like, what's wrong with this boy? Like, what's happening? And I was just really sad inside the bus. And I got home, got to my car, to my house, and I told myself that, you know what, Lagos wasn't really for me. Yeah, I just told myself that Lagos wasn't really for me, and I had to like go back home. Yes, I did that. So I packed my bags, and I didn't even tell any of my friends that I got fired. So I just silently went to LinkedIn, deleted my bio, went to Instagram, deleted my bio. I didn't even tell any of my friends. I think I looked at my family members that, oh, see, I got fired and I'm really coming back home. I was so depressed. Like, I was really, really down. I don't wish that on anybody because that was a lot. Like, it was just a lot. So I packed my bag and decided to go back home. So home here for me is Delta State, Asaba. So I decided to go back home to Delta State. And on my way back home, I got a text message. So this is the Lord to do, you know. So God, I think, I think God has His plan. So if you're really going through a lot, I think it's best to trust in God because really God has His plan. So as I was on my way back home in transit, I got a text message from Delta State. And previously, let me say this happened in March. I think the last year in December when I went for Christmas break, I registered for a course. Because I think Delta State were doing this empowerment program to train youths on some specific tech courses, and I registered to study UI UX design. So when I was in transit back home after getting fired, I got this text message that I was invited to write the exam for this course, and I was like, you know what is this? What is this? And I was at that point I was like, okay, maybe something good may really come out of you getting fired. And when I got home, I went for the exam, I passed the exam, I went for the interview, I passed the interview, and then I got admitted to learn UI UX design in Delta State, Asaba. Alright, so at that point I was really hopeful, I was really happy that, you know what, God is really doing something great in my life, and I was really just trusting on God for everything. I was just trusting God for everything, and everything was just moving smoothly, and we started the class, and we were 45 in my class, so we started learning UI UX design. One thing that stood out for me during my journey with UI UX design was that I really wanted to be the best. I think this came from me getting fired after 3 days because I felt like, oh, I was not really good enough for this company. That's why they got me fired after 3 days. So I wanted to be the best UI UX designer like ever. Like I was just so determined to be like it was as if I carried the course on top of my head. As if I carried the course on top of my head. Like I really wanted to do everything and beyond, like just to be outstanding. So I entered into the course, and during the course of the program, I saw that I wasn't really getting fulfilled because since there were some elderly people, there were some people that were older than me, and there were some people that I was older than, and the lecturers or the mentors were very slow because they wanted everybody to be on the same pace, which was quite amazing for them, but they were quite slow for me. So I decided to go on YouTube. So I think the first thing we learned were UX, and was on UX design, that's user experience. So I went on YouTube to search on all the videos I could get. So I really wasn't getting paid, so I wasn't getting any money to do like subscription except from like my family and friends. So what I was doing was that at night I would do like a YouTube subscription or do a night plan, and then I'll go on YouTube and then I'll download all the videos that I can get on user research. Then in the morning the next day, so I'll just watch those videos on UX and then learn from those videos. All right, so when I go back to class the next day, there will be an edge between me and other students. So I was really determined to be very consistent. Like I was really determined to be like the best student there, and we were learning. I think this started in May. I think towards August or July, June, Side Hustle came, and I registered for Side Hustle, and we started moving. So I was doing Side Hustle and still doing my training at the same time, and Side Hustle was just quite fantastic because I got to like learn a lot. I started meeting new people, so I started communicating with people, so I started working on my connections and like working on like some designs. I started making new friends and all. Along the line, HNGi came. I think HNGi came in September or October. So HNGi came, and HNGi was like a whole new guy. Like HNGi was a lot. So I don't know if any of you have done HNGi in the past, or if any of you want to do HNGi this year or what. Please do put that on the comment section below. Let me just know your thoughts on HNGi. But HNGi was a lot. So I was doing HNGi, I was doing Side Hustle, and I was doing my I was having my training and my classes in Delta State. So it was a lot, guy. I will not even advise anybody to go through this stress, but it was a lot. Like it was really a lot. So I started HNGi. HNGi is a very good platform for people to like communicate. If you want to learn how to work under pressure, if you want to learn how to work in real life, HNGi is for you. But I really will not advise anybody to learn how to work under pressure because it's not a good working experience. It's not a good user experience at all. Alright, so I started HNGi, and the thing about this last year's HNGi was that they wanted only 200 designers, and when we started at stage 1, we were over, I think, 1,000 designers. So, and I was just like 3 months into UI UX design, and I told myself that I was going to be a finalist. Alright, so we started HNGi. HNGi was moving from stage 1. I went to stage 2 to stage 3 to stage 4 to stage 6. I think in stage 6 we were over like 150 something designers or 200 and something designers. I really cannot imagine, from over like 1,000 designers. So that was like a lot of progress for me, but I really wanted to be a finalist. Alright, so when I got to stage 6, they gave us the mentors gave us each different applications, different mock-up applications to build, do the research, do the case study, do the designs, and then they will like score you on that for you to implement it to stage 7. Alright, so I got a risk-free application, and from my own understanding from that risk-free application was basically an application that would help users not to worry, or help users to worry less or worry unnecessarily. So I called my application One. So One was just this short form for me saying worry unnecessarily. Alright, so I did the designs for this application, did the case study, did the user the interview, the research for this application, and then I submitted. So after submitting, so normally you submit, you tag some mentors on Slack, and then they would get back to you on improvements, put a comment on your Figma board, and basically just tell you what you're not doing well, and you should basically do this thing corrections before like the next submission date for that week. Alright, so I did these things and then I submitted my designs. So the mentors will mark you on Slack, so they'll mark you. So the mentors kept on marking my designs, but nobody was placing a comment. So at this point I was really worried, and I was really eager to learn, and I really wanted to know what was their feedback, what can I do better, what should I not do, what will really help me. So I tagged another set of mentors. So this other set of mentors went back to the design, and they just looked at the design and they came back to mark me. At this point I was just very frustrated. I was like, what's really happening? What's really happening? So I decided to like voice out and be like, okay, see, I really want you guys to give me an input. I cannot go back and start. Is it that the idea was bad? What was really wrong with this idea? Is it a basic application? Tell me. I really want to like move. I really want to become a finalist. So just give me like an insight on what to do. And the mentor said, okay, they were going to look through my designs and give me a comment, and nobody did. So at this point, I think the PTSD, I think it just came back that, you know what, you're really not. I think this thought just kept on coming that I was not useful, that I was not I was not valued enough to like put a comment. And I was like, you guys are putting comments on other people's work. Like what's so bad in my work that I can't get a feedback? I was really so sad. Like I think after getting fired after 3 days, like everything just came back to me that I was really nothing as a human being. I was really not valued as a person, and I became very depressed. I remember lying down on my bed and I was just crying. I had to tell, like, then I had like a mentor from the training. His name is Emisha Victor. So if you're following Emisha Victor, I think most designers should know Emisha Victor. He's quite amazing. So shout out to Emisha Victor. All right, so I had to send a message to him that, see, stage 6 is actually quite difficult for me, and I'm not sure I want to go ahead. So for my mental state, I want to like give up, or I don't want to give up. I just told myself that I wasn't going to do it again, because like it wasn't worth my tears, it wasn't worth my struggle. And so I left at stage 6, and he was really supportive. So he sent me text message, oh, hey, you know what, you're good, this is after 3 months and you got to stage 6, you're awesome, don't stress it, don't do it. And I really felt better that I could get to stage 6 as a 3-month-old designer. And I told myself that, you know what, HNGi may not be for me. And I really got to learn a lot. I met new people, I met wonderful people. I got to learn how to work very well under pressure. Like, I got to learn a lot from HNGi, but I didn't make it to the final stage. But I didn't feel bad for not making it to the final stage, because it was a lot. So till now, I haven't gotten a feedback from any designer or any mentor on my work, which I had to go back some months ago to redesign the design, just to like. And when I went back, I noticed that, guy, like, I made a lot of mistakes, I made a lot of design blunders, but as at then I just felt like, okay, I really needed like a push on the direction. All right, and then after that, I think in November, I applied for a job with a healthcare company where I'm working presently, and I think that was one where I got more value, because I think I was like 6 months, I think May to November, I think I was basically like 6 months or 5 months in design. And these guys, they saw me as a unicorn. Like, I was really so happy that I got the job. So I got my job offer, and it's been amazing so far. And so I'm grateful to God for the amazing opportunity, for my journey so far as a designer, as a product designer. It's not been easy, but God has been faithful. Alright, so if you successfully watched this video to this point, I love you. I'm really happy that you have. Please do go to hit the comment sections. Please do go to tell me what you think about this video. Do you have any advice for me? Would you like me to what video you will, or what content you would like to see next? What's really bothering you? If this video was helpful to you, if you've passed through the same conditions, if you passed through HNGi, if you've gotten fired before, please do tell me how horrible your boss was. Basically, just give me a gist on the comment section below. And if you would want to reach out to me on Instagram, please do go to reach out to me on Instagram. Please also do go to hit the like, hit the subscribe buttons below, and also a big shout out to my 38k subscribers, all right, so to my 38 subscribers, thank you so much. I really love you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the love so far. Like, all right, so I will not leave you without telling you that Jesus loves you so much. He really wants you to be the best you that you can be, and he really cannot wait for you to be the star that you can be. No matter what you're going through right now, it's to pass. Jesus has your best interest at heart. If you're struggling with anything right now, please do rely on God. He's the only one that can help you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do have a wonderful day, do have a blessed week, do have a blessed year. Thank you for subscribing also. I love you guys so much. Thank you.